Aries, this week feels electric, the kind of energy that shakes you awake and reminds you that you're alive, evolving, and divinely guided. From October 6th to 12th, the stars are aligning in ways that bring long-awaited clarity, emotional renewal, and a powerful truth that has been quietly building beneath the surface. It's as if the universe has been whispering hints to you all along, and now those whispers grow louder, clearer, and impossible to ignore. Something is about to be revealed, something that changes how you see yourself, your relationships, and even your future. So stay with us till the end of this video, because we're going to uncover everything the universe wants you to know this week. And if you find this video informative, join the Aries Wisdom family and make sure to subscribe my channel and hit the like button so you never miss daily Aries insights. Now, the week begins with intensity as the moon lights up. Leo, your fellow fire sign, you'll feel your confidence start to rise again, almost like a spark that's been waiting for oxygen. For weeks, you may have been second-guessing your path, wondering if your efforts were even noticed. But now, the cosmic spotlight returns, and it's on you. The energy around you is bold, warm, and expressive. It's your moment to speak your truth, to take up space unapologetically, and to show the world who you truly are. This is not the time to hide behind modesty or hesitation. You are ruled by Mars, the planet of drive, action, and courage. And this week, that fiery force within you is fully reawakening. You might feel drawn to take creative risks, start something new, or share an idea that's been waiting in your heart. Trust that impulse. The world moves when Aries leads. Emotionally, you may feel your inner confidence return after a long emotional winter. People around you will start noticing your glow, not because you're trying to impress anyone, but because your authenticity radiates strength. You are no longer operating from fear, you are acting from purpose. Around October 8th to 10th, the cosmic atmosphere shifts in a way that even you, dear Aries, can feel deep in your bones. The universe, which was all fire, motion, and excitement just a few days ago, now begins to hum with a quieter, deeper vibration. The moon glides into Virgo, and instantly your energy turns inward. It's as though your fiery soul suddenly steps back to take a breath, not to slow down, but to see clearly. This transition pulls you out of the fast lane of Leo's dramatic confidence and into Virgo's laser-sharp clarity. Suddenly, your mind becomes like a detective's notebook, noticing details, decoding patterns, and connecting dots that others miss entirely. Conversations that once seemed casual now reveal their hidden meanings. You might remember something someone said weeks ago, a throwaway comment, and realize now it was actually a sign. You begin to spot the subtle red flags that were previously blurred by excitement. A friend's tone, a co-worker's hesitation, a partner's silence. It all starts to make sense. At work, this could be the moment you uncover a missing piece of a project, an error that's been costing time or money. In your personal life, it could mean uncovering an emotional truth, one that explains why things felt off, even if you couldn't articulate it before. This Virgo moon doesn't just bring awareness, it brings revelation. It's as if the cosmos flips a light switch in the corner of your mind that's been dark for too long. You might stumble upon information that changes your perspective, a message, a conversation, or even an intuition so strong it feels like someone whispered the truth directly to your soul. And let's be real, Aries, truth can sting. What you discover might surprise you or even hurt. Perhaps you realize that something you trusted isn't as stable as you thought. Maybe you learn that someone's intentions weren't pure. Or maybe, and this is even more powerful, you recognize that you've been hiding something from yourself. A fear, a longing, a desire you've been suppressing under all your boldness and ambition. But here's the deeper cosmic message. This isn't punishment, This is freedom. The universe isn't trying to break you, it's trying to wake you. When the truth surfaces, don't resist it. Don't push it back into the shadows. Let it rise. Let it breathe. The truth is your key to liberation, to finally understanding what's been blocking your path to clarity and peace. The days between October 8th and 10th are like an emotional detox. What's false will fall away, and what's real will remain, stronger, brighter, undeniable. You'll find yourself exhaling a breath you didn't know you were holding. That's the energy of Virgo, the clean, crisp air of reality after months of confusion. As you step into this awareness, your confidence transforms. It's no longer based on impulse or pride, but on authentic knowing. You become both fierce and grounded, both passionate and precise. That's a rare combination, Aries. And it's what makes this week a turning point in your journey. And if there's one thing you should remember during this time, it's this: clarity is power. Once you see the truth, no one can control your narrative again. In love and relationships, Aries, this week is a revelation of the heart. The emotional fog begins to lift, and suddenly you see people and yourself in crystal clarity. The illusions fade, the masks fall away. What's left is something real, raw, and deeply transformative. You're not just hearing words anymore, you're feeling the truth behind them. It's as if the cosmos is holding up a mirror and saying, "Look, this is who you are when no one's watching. This is who they are when the act ends." And what you see might surprise you, in both beautiful and challenging ways. You might realize that what you once thought was love was actually attachment, a need for comfort disguised as passion, or that the person you quietly doubted, the one you feared might not truly care, has been loyal all along. This week, emotional transparency becomes your superpower. You no longer chase validation, you seek understanding. You no longer hide your feelings, you express them with courage. For those in relationships, if you're in a relationship, the stars are guiding you toward deeper communication and emotional honesty. This week feels like a cosmic therapy session for the heart, but in the best way. Conversations that once led to arguments or confusion now open doors to truth. You might sit with your partner and, for the first time in a long while, really hear each other. Not just the words, but the emotions beneath them. There's a tenderness in the air, Aries. The universe is asking you to take off your armor. You've fought enough battles. Now it's time to let love disarm you. You may find yourself sharing something you've been afraid to admit. A fear, a regret, a longing. And instead of rejection, you're met with understanding. That's the power of vulnerability. It rebuilds connection not through perfection, but through truth. This week, love isn't about grand gestures or fiery drama. It's about emotional alignment. It's about saying, "This is who I am, flaws and all," and letting your partner say, "I see you and I'm staying." And if there's been tension between you, the cosmic window from October 8th to 10th gives you a chance to heal it. Words spoken in honesty now have the power to undo months of misunderstanding. It's not about who was right, it's about what's real. For singles, if you're single, the energy around you is magnetic, but it's not your usual kind of magnetism. This week, you attract not through effort, but through authenticity. You're glowing differently, Aries. People can feel your self-awareness, your emotional maturity, and your quiet confidence. You're not chasing, you're attracting. Someone might step forward who feels different, not just physically or socially, but energetically. Their presence feels calming, grounding, and somehow familiar. You may reconnect with someone from the past, not to repeat history, but to rewrite it with newfound wisdom. Or you may meet someone completely new, someone who mirrors the energy you've been cultivating within yourself. Passion with peace, strength with softness. But here's the key, you're no longer interested in surface-level attraction. You crave emotional depth. You want someone who challenges your mind, respects your heart, and understands your fire without trying to extinguish it. You're finally realizing that the right person won't dim your flame. They'll burn beside you. By the end of this week, there could be a moment, a message, a glance, a reconnection that feels fated. Trust that feeling. It's not coincidence, it's cosmic alignment. Your intuition is razor sharp now, like a compass pointing toward emotional truth. This is a week where your heart becomes your guide, your honesty becomes your light, and your vulnerability becomes your power. Don't be afraid to love boldly, but love consciously. Because when you do, you don't just find love, you become it. In your career and professional life, Aries, this week is calling for focus, strategy, and maturity. The fiery bursts of passion that usually drive you are still present, but now they're tempered by Virgo's steady hand. The cosmos is urging you to slow down just enough to refine your direction. Not to dim your ambition, but to sharpen it. You're learning that success built in a rush rarely lasts, but success built with patience becomes unshakable. The Virgo influence this week helps you move from chaos to clarity. You may suddenly feel the urge to clean your workspace, update your schedule, or revisit your long-term goals. These aren't random impulses, they're divine nudges. The universe is helping you organize your external world to match your internal evolution. Every small step you take toward discipline now lays the foundation for the big wins that are coming later this year. There's also a chance that a new opportunity will present itself. Perhaps an invitation, a collaboration, or even a career shift. It might feel exciting but intimidating, like standing at the edge of something bigger than you imagined. And that's how you know it's worth considering. Take your time though. Don't jump impulsively, even if your instinct says, "Go, Virgo." Energy asks you to pause, analyze, and make sure that what you're committing to aligns with your long-term vision. Because the choices you make now, especially between October 8th and 10th, will echo into the next few months. This is a strategic crossroad, not just another busy week. You might also have a moment of deep professional realization, almost like a wake-up call. Maybe you'll recognize that you've been chasing validation instead of fulfillment. Maybe you've been running after titles or recognition that don't actually feed your spirit. This week, something shifts inside you. You begin to see that your true power doesn't come from how loudly you perform, but from how authentically you serve. You're no longer content with hollow victories. You want to feel that your work means something, that it adds value, not just numbers. And that's your cosmic upgrade, Aries, moving from ambition to alignment. Your ruling planet, Mars, strengthens your drive, but also tests your patience. It's teaching you that real leadership is not about speed, it's about stability. You may feel pressure to prove yourself, but the universe whispers, "You already have." Now it's time to sustain, not sprint. Focus on building structures, routines, and habits that make your success repeatable. Because when your foundation is strong, even chaos can't shake you. Professionally, your intuition will also guide you toward people who share your integrity. Pay attention to subtle signals. Who supports you genuinely, and who drains your energy under the guise of help. The Virgo moon helps you discern truth from illusion, allies from opportunists. Keep your circle tight, your ethics strong, and your boundaries clear. The universe rewards the disciplined now, not the reckless. When it comes to finances, this week invites you to slow down and think long-term. Resist the temptation of quick wins or impulsive spending. The energy around money is steady, not lucky. So instead of gambling, plan. If you've been considering an investment or purchase, take the time to research every angle. Ask yourself, will this matter 6 months from now? If the answer is yes, proceed with care. If not, save your resources for something that truly adds value. You may also find clarity about your financial priorities. What used to excite you, luxury, status, show, might not hold the same appeal. Instead, you'll crave stability. You'll want to feel secure, to know that your energy and earnings are working for you, not against you. You're beginning to understand that financial peace is the truest form of wealth. By the weekend, expect to feel lighter, not because your workload disappears, but because your mindset changes. You'll start seeing challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities to refine your craft. You're becoming a master of both drive and discipline, fire and focus. And that combination, Aries, is unstoppable. This week, that bridge is yours to cross. Walk it with intention. Because when Aries moves with clarity and purpose, the world doesn't just follow, it transforms. As the weekend approaches, Aries, the cosmic pace begins to soften, inviting you to slow down, breathe deeply, and finally release the emotional weight you've been carrying. The universe is gently guiding you towards stillness, not to stop your momentum, but to help you process everything that's unfolded. The tension, doubts, and inner restlessness that shadowed the past few weeks begin to melt away, replaced by a growing sense of calm understanding. You'll start to see that every obstacle, every delay, and even every disappointment was not a setback. It was divine preparation. The hidden truth that surfaced earlier in the week now begins to reveal its full meaning. What once felt confusing or painful starts to make perfect sense. The fog clears, and with it comes a deeper clarity about where you're headed and who you're becoming. You may find yourself naturally craving quiet moments of solitude this weekend. This isn't loneliness, it's alignment. It's your soul calling you inward, asking for reflection and rest. You might choose to step away from social noise, digital distractions, or emotionally draining people. Instead, you'll seek peace in simplicity, a walk in nature, journaling by candlelight, or just sitting in silence under the night sky. These still moments aren't wasted time, they're sacred pauses. They're how your spirit integrates the lessons, revelations, and healing that have been unfolding all week. Through that stillness, you'll notice something beautiful, your inner voice becoming louder and clearer. The same intuition that guided you through chaos now begins to guide you toward peace. You'll feel your body relax, your heart soften, and your mind grow quiet. That's not just relief, that's transformation. This is also a powerful emotional cleansing period. Old attachments, lingering doubts, or fears that no longer serve your higher path are ready to be released. You may even feel waves of emotion rise and fall unexpectedly, tears, nostalgia, or sudden bursts of gratitude. Let them flow, don't resist. This emotional movement isn't weakness, it's your energy recalibrating. You're not falling apart, you're falling into alignment. The more you let go, the more space you create for blessings, peace, and renewed motivation to enter your life. The energy is steadily building toward the full moon, which will soon illuminate everything you've been working through internally. This lunar energy will shine a light on your emotional truth, revealing not just what you've been healing, but what you're now ready to become. You'll notice a rise in courage, emotional clarity, and visibility. By the time October 12th arrives, you'll feel like a completely different version of yourself, lighter, sharper, and stronger. The doubts that once held you back will feel distant, almost irrelevant. You'll move with more confidence, not because everything is perfect, but because you finally trust yourself to handle whatever comes. This weekend, the message from the universe is simple yet profound. Pause to realign before you rise. You're on the edge of a powerful breakthrough, Aries. Every choice you've made, every truth you've faced, and every emotion you've released has led you to this moment. You're no longer reacting, you're responding. You're no longer chasing, you're attracting. And when the full moon lights up your path on October 12th, it won't just reveal what's ahead, it will mirror back the powerful, awakened version of you that was waiting to emerge all along. Aries, this week isn't just another moment in time, it's a real turning point, the beginning of something entirely new. It's like closing one book and opening another where everything finally starts to make sense. The universe is guiding you to step into your next evolution, and you can already feel it. You're not the same person you were months ago. The old doubts, fears, and limitations that used to hold you back are fading away. You're shedding those layers, leaving behind everything that no longer matches your truth. What's emerging now is your purest, strongest, and most authentic self. The truth that surfaces this week may surprise you. It could come through a conversation, a sudden realization, or even a quiet moment of clarity. At first, it might feel uncomfortable, but it's exactly what you need to move forward. The universe isn't trying to unsettle you, it's trying to awaken you. Every emotion you feel now has purpose. What once confused you is starting to make sense. This is your moment to stop fighting the flow and start trusting where life is leading you. Everything that's happened recently, every challenge, delay, or heartbreak, has been preparing you for this breakthrough. The pain taught you strength, the silence taught you patience, and the setbacks taught you faith. Now you're stepping into a space of clarity and confidence where you no longer need approval from anyone else. You're beginning to realize that the timing of everything, even the parts you didn't understand, was perfect all along. And through it all, remember this truth: nothing that's truly meant for you will ever pass you by. The universe may rearrange your path, but it will never take away what's destined for you. Trust the timing, Aries. You're not losing anything real, you're simply outgrowing what no longer fits. Because once Aries sees the truth, there's no going back. You move forward with fire, clarity, and unstoppable purpose. You stop chasing and start creating. You stop doubting and start owning your strength. This week marks the beginning of your next chapter, one written with courage, faith, and a heart wide open to everything that's meant for you.